Well, amigo.
Dog.
Get it going?
Dog, we finally did it.
Finally did it, man.
I don't fucking know, dude.
You clicked on too many of them pop-ups.
I do have the strongest forearms in the land. Yes, I do.
In the land?
In the land.
I was just in the land this last week, and I don't know if you've been to that land.
I have done a wedding no, I have not. No, I have not actually. Nope. Close, but no cigar. Cincinnati. I was thinking about the land, but yeah, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's pretty cool. I mean, I just drove through, but
that's all I've been able to do.
Look kind of cool, but yeah.
They got some cool little architecture out there, and the
yeah.
There's I think I was telling about this. That there's that bridge that links Cincinnati to Kentucky, that is gorgeous.
Yes, I was on that the other day.
Yeah, man, some gorgeous landscape out there. Hell yeah, man. How was it, man? Tell me about it, man. Because last time we been on these airwaves together, man. Hell, last time we was on these airwaves, you were celebrating a birthday or about to celebrate a birthday. Since then, you've been booked and busy, man. You a popular sociable cat, man.
Man. All right. Let me start off with my birthday weekend.
Yeah,
the
man.
bachelor party in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like I thought my town was small. Yeah, yeah. That's all it was in the whole community that weekend. But I live in a town that only has like 5,000 people. And I thought that was small.
Yeah.
We get to this town, dude, and they actually have a sign. And I figured they wouldn't make a sign for a town this small. There's only 300 fucking people in this town, and half of these buildings are all abandoned. They got these Juggalo spray paintings all over them and shit. We're in Mountain Dew Fago land, and Missouri.
Yes.
Man, I thought we were getting kicked out the first night because, like, the way the place is set up, like, the main apartment, like, the main house that we had is connected to the whole, like, building, like, the headquarters. And somehow the groomsman and another guy got upstairs in the apartment above ours, not knowing it was somebody else's apartment, not even knowing it was an apartment. Got chased out by some dogs. Come to find out, it's the owner's apartment.
Oh my
and they were up there asleep.
Wow. Okay. Home invasion.
Yeah, so then that was a fun night. That was the fun night. The first night.
Y'all got in that bitch like, day, we can only go up from here. It's about to get dope this weekend.
Yeah, nah, dude. Like, mine had zero cell phone reception. Like, the only way you can make a call or anything is if you're connected to the internet.
Wow.
And, like, yeah, okay, like, we're hitting this float trip. I asked the lady at the front desk, I was like, how long is this 10-mile trip supposed to take? She's like, about 7 hours. Like, okay, like, that's not a problem, really. It turns into being 10 hours on that bitch.
On a boat?
On the water.
Oh,
on a raft.
On a raft.
Like an 8-person raft.
Oh, man.
And, bro, we run out of food, water, alcohol within the first 5 hours.
Fucking Chilligan's Island. Yeah, ran out of
like, I'm about to eat these motherfuckers, dude. Like, I'm about to eat a human. Because it's about to get on some Lord of the Flies type shit out here. We're about to sacrifice somebody.
Damn, dude. Y'all ran out of. It was how many of y'all? It was 8 of y'all?
No. There's 20 of us.
Wait. It was 20 y'all on an 8 person. Okay, no, so it was multiple rafts.
No, we had 3 rafts.
Okay, and y'all ran out of food and beverages. Y'all was tossing turkeys across the fucking seas and shit.
Man, yeah. Like, I eventually found some trail mix. Bro, saw one pair of titties out there. Like, what? It literally was a river full of bros out there.
Damn. She actually showed her titties, or she just had them?
Yeah, she showed them.
Oh, there's that. So it was just her with 37 white men, and she just, I totally feel safe.
Yeah. Out in the middle of nowhere.
I don't know, man. In the middle of nowhere.
There.
Yeah,
the following week there, they have like the biggest float trip of the year.
Oh, that's trash.
And we had to go the weekend before because one of the guys couldn't go the following weekend. So fuck that dude.
Yeah, cause y'all fucked up the whole thing for one guy.
Yeah, he was lame.
Is he the best man? Like, is he?
Nah,
just some dude.
I think he's in the wedding, but like, still, come on, bro.
Yeah, he got to eat that, man. He got to be a team player.
Well, last weekend was dope, or this past. What were you gonna say?
Well, real fast, rate them titties, like on a scale of 1 to 10.
2.
He let
They're
y'all.
bad,
He put y'all through that for some bottom shelf
They're
titties.
Yeah,
I wish I had more arms. Titties. Both arms down. Titties. Damn, that's sad. That's sad.
I mean, it was cool, but like, I've been to cooler bachelor parties. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. I ain't gonna tell you stories. Yeah, man. Okay, as you said, so the next joint was much more fun. This was recently the last bachelor party. Yeah,
well, no, this was the wedding.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Yeah,
Cleveland. I just got back from Cleveland on Monday. That shit was fucking tight. Cleveland's a pretty cool place. We just got tore the fuck up. The wedding was awesome. We all wore lion junts, and we all tell. I got to walk the dogs down.
Nice.
Richie and his wife came out to Stone Cold Intros track.
Oh, okay. That's still a thing. Let's do it. Were any stunners handed out?
Yeah, it was. No, there was no stunners handed out.
No stunners handed out.
They introduced all the groomsmen as Dirty Mike and the boys.
Oh, Mike was the best man.
No, he wasn't the best. Drew was.
He wasn't the best man, yet he got top billing and an R&B group from the 50s.
Yes.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, it was awesome. I eventually cut my dress pants into shorts.
As is customary, yes.
At the reception.
What else did they expect?
No, yeah, they didn't. Yeah, I don't think they knew what to expect. The hostel we stayed at was really cool. We had like 40 people up in that bitch. Like,
oh my god,
it was just us. And like after 10 o'clock, like it was literally just us. Like there was no employees there or anything.
Oh my god.
I don't know why they thought that was a smart idea. I don't think anything got burnt or anything like that. But
burnt, not trashed, not messy, burnt.
I had a severe case of night terrors in the last night. I heard some people left in the middle of the night because of my terrors.
Oh my god!
Like I remember the door was open and this chick that we were talking to the night before was like talking. She was like, "Yeah, a couple of my friends left because your buddy was yelling in his sleep." And I yelled, "Shut up, lady!" and slammed the door closed.
Shut up, lady!
Fucking lady!
Night terrors. Bruh, what you scared of?
No, like dude, it's like I was throwing up. Like it's just like I don't know, man. I've heard like if I get like super fucked up and like I pass out, like I'll be like yelling in my sleep, like "fuck you, like, fuck off, I'll fucking kill you."
Yo, listen, I'm laughing. I don't think I should be.
No, it's pretty funny. I've seen some videos of it.
He said, funny. No, it's pretty funny. Oh, what, people took pictures of you that night? They recorded that night?
No, not of that night, but it's happened before.
Other times. No. The other night terrors.
Yeah, that time.
No, not that time. That time.
Cleveland was pretty cool, though. I mean, Richie's dad got pretty trashed. He shotgun a beer and slammed the can on his head like he was a fucking frat boy, like he was a Chad.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Nice. Did he bleed?
I think he was bleeding a little bit, yeah.
He did it right.
Yeah, he did it right.
Man. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then I fucking it was a 9-hour drive from me. I did the whole 9 hours the first day, and then on the way on Sunday, I just said fuck it and drove back to Danville. It was only 5 hours and crashed at homie's house.
Yeah, and re-energized and did it again the next day.
Yeah, back on the road the next day, and I'm back on the road tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, you're heading back to the hometown, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Might as well.
Nice. Might as well.
They're doing like this little festival deal at one of these new bars.
Really?
So you go check it out. Yeah, at the old Moose Lodge. Remember the old Moose Lodge out on 51?
The name, I never went.
It was like on the back roads of Oakwood. Back roads of Champaign.
Nah, man. You know who you're talking to. Back roads. You knew at back roads that I had never been to this place.
I mean, I wasn't sure.
You knew at Moose Lodge. You know what? I'm lying. I went to the Moose Lodge one time when I was like 16 because one of the homies' bands was playing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I knew you were there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were at the Moose?
I was at the Moose. Yeah. So, yeah, I actually went to the Moose Lodge. Wow. It's the things we do for love and friendship.
So, yeah, go to the Moose.
Yeah.
Out of them back roads on
the back roads of insert town here. Holy shit.
Yeah, other than that, man, I'm done doing shit until fucking a couple weeks into October. I got another wedding.
3 weeks.
Yeah. Still waiting on my clothes to come in the mail.
Oh shit. Okay. What, they got you a special garb you're in?
No, just the bride wanted a certain color of brown, and they could only get it from 2 places, and one place is in Southern California, and the other one's in Vegas.
Oh,
so yeah.
A certain color of brown.
Shit. Yeah, I'm waiting to see this brown and see how different it is.
I've never seen brown as a wedding color.
Neither have I.
Brown.
Maybe back in the day.
Yikes, man. Oh, when you could openly beat your wife with no consequences?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know about all that.
That was kind of dark. That was out of nowhere. What is wrong?
Like the darkest one I've ever heard of.
That was a dark comparison to the olden times. Holy shit. That's kind of where my head's at, man. I'm a little pissy lately. Like, I hate getting on here and just being pissy. Well, you know what, man? So I get home, about to record with you, like, yes, I'm going to record with Ren. I get home, man. I take off all my clothes. Big man, just whoosh, whoosh in there. Exactly, all in the apartment, just whoosh. I go, and, well, first off, I had a hankering for quesadillas.
Quesadilla?
Yeah, so a couple days ago, I went to the local Mexican restaurant down the street from me. There's like 4 of them. But I went to this one specific one, and they didn't even have quesadillas on the menu. I was like, damn, what kind of Mexican restaurant doesn't have quesadillas? So I thought of it again, but I was like, you know what, now I want to make some nachos. So I went to the local Walmart and bought, Walmart, and bought some white queso, some ground beef, some stewed tomatoes, and some Tostitos with a hint of lime. So I get all that shit. I come home like, yes, man, we're about to get it. I take off all my clothes. Whoosh. Go to the bathroom.
See, you don't cook like that. You get some grease on your hang down, and that don't feel too right.
I mean, you know what? You right. I had to risk it. Because I knew that the food would be that much better. I go to the bathroom. I take a piss. I flush the toilet, and my toilet overflows.
You clogged that sumbitch up?
So I'm literally pissy. It's piss and water on my bathroom floor. And I'm still new here. So you move into somewhere new and you kind of, you pick up new things as you need them, right? Or as you remember that you need them. One thing I hadn't picked up. Well, I had a plunger. But what I didn't have was a mop. So I'm just watching this shit. I'm just watching. Like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm just watching. I plunge it and knock more water onto the floor, because what else? So I throw on some clothes begrudgingly. I'm cussing. Bro,
I was right there yesterday morning, like at 6 a.m. I swear to God, dude.
It's the worst. Fucking worst. I put on clothes, which sucked, and I went back to the local Walmart. And you know, man, you gotta let everybody know you're mad. So I'm walking through that motherfucker with the stone cold walk, just let niggas know I don't want to be here again. I was just here 25 minutes ago. Fucking Romeo, the Walmart worker. I had to see Romeo again. Looked like a dude named Romeo. He had dreads and like a blonde beard. It's crazy.
Oh,
it's crazy. And I'm using his real name because I'm whatever. Anyway, so I get the mop. I mop it up, man. Yeah, man. Just been in a bad mood, man. I don't really like this place. I don't really like this city, man.
Bro, here, listen to this shit. I had to wake up the other morning at 6 a.m. to take a dookie.
Yeah, true enough. That'll do it.
I called some bitch up.
No.
And I'm in there for like 10 minutes, and this motherfucker's not going down.
Oh.
So I fucking stomp out of the house just in my boxers and go to the garage and get the snake out.
Yep.
And snake in that motherfucking toilet at 6 a.m. and just throw that bitch in the shower and go back to bed.
Right. You were able to go back to sleep? You were able to?
Yeah. Like, dude, I clock that thing up on like 5 or 6 times a week. I don't even know how. I got
5 or 6 times a week.
I swear, dude. And I'm gonna wipe like once. Like, I'm good like that, you know.
Just clean shits. 5 or 6 times a week. Like, damn, man. Fucking,
like, yeah, dude.
Damn, dude. What you be eating, man? That's all them steaks.
Man, I've been eating a bunch of blueberries and shit, man.
Fucking bear shits.
I could throw like 8 pounds of blueberries a week, bro.
Cleaning that shit out. Steaks, Budweiser, and blueberries. Fucking
that's what bounce everything out.
I'm bouncing it out.
Blueberries and blackberries, bounce it out.
Oh, fucking grizzly bear shits. Holy shit. You weigh yourself before and after?
Meats.
Berries and meats. Fish
like a bear.
Covered in honey and salmon. Honey and salmon. I can't even speak. Yeah, man. Yeah. You weigh yourself before and after?
No, I keep on forgetting to do that. My bathroom, you've seen my bathroom. My bathroom's not even big enough to have a scale in there, dude. It sucks.
Damn, dude. Shit, man.
My bathroom is so small. I got my scale in the dining room.
That was funny, man. No, yeah, man. I'm like 6 weeks in, and I'm still not like having a good time. I got like no time, like not a lot of time. I mean, I've only had a couple off days, but like I find myself like when I have off days, I find myself like wishing I had to work.
You just don't do shit.
Cause I don't know nobody. I ain't got no friends, man. I'm lonely. I got the biggest forearms in the world.
You gotta get on the internet and try to find some friends, man.
Yeah, clearly, man. Like my guy said, I was joking about it, man. My guys in the group chat talking about the big forearms. They said, "Yo, you know your own G spot now, don't you?" I'm like, "Fuck, man." I was rolling, man. And, you know, cats will be like, why don't you go date? Listen, man. The thing is, I don't need no more girlfriends. I got thousands of girlfriends. One's named Peter Jensen. One's named Holly Halston. One's named... What's up?
That's old school.
Old school. Hey, you go with what got you here.
Hey, yeah. I hear that.
Fuck, man. But yeah, so I'm even like bored with my gym because I can't do everything I'm used to. And yeah, man, it's rough out here. And I told you before, I think when I told about it before, I didn't say which number we were ranked. But fuck it, we're the 6th fattest city in the U.S. Number 6.
Oh, no, yeah, you told me that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think you said earlier. I thought earlier you said he was number 1.
No, what I was told, I guess it used to be number 1, but they've made strides. They've made growth. And you know, fat is an ugly word because just fat, just an ugly, mean word. But that's the word for it. And there's and ain't nothing wrong with being fat if you comfortable with your fatness. In general, hypothetically, but me, I don't want to be that right now. So, you know, it's still a problem. I can't be getting bored at my gym. You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to avoid what I'm trying to avoid, man. Even the homeless people are fat. Like, ain't that the biggest fucking oxymoron in the world?
That is.
How you homeless and overweight?
Eating better than us.
Yeah, right. Fucking steaks and blueberries.
No, they ain't eating no blueberries.
Fucking. He said, no, they ain't no blueberries. Ren, you give money to the homeless?
Sometimes, yeah.
I feel you.
I guess it just depends. I don't know. Like, it just depends on how I'm feeling that day. You know? True.
I give money.
Like, if you're pestering, fuck no, I ain't gonna give you no money. Get out of here. Like, if you're being rude about it, fuck off. And don't stab me, please.
Don't snap at me.
Don't stab me.
Don't stab me. Oh, shit. I give money to black homeless.
Helping out the people.
Yeah, got to, man. I feel like if you white and homeless, like that's like giving up the 3-1 lead in the playoffs. Like, you had the 3-1 lead. How'd you blow that?
You never know circumstances, man.
Yeah, you're right, but shit.
I don't discriminate on who I give my monies to.
Yeah, well, listen. Yeah, well, listen.
That's the most person I gave money to.
Game is hard out here, man.
I think it was this black lady when I was leaving Indy. Like, she was on like the freeway.
Yep. That's kind of nerve-wracking. Because, like...
I just gave her like $20. Like, fuck it, whatever. Like, have a good day.
That shit is rough. Like, you stop at a stoplight, and like they stand there with the sign right there, and you gotta act like with the windows up. Like, that's fucking awkward. They're standing right there, and you just sitting at the light like, this is a great song.
I leave the windows down, blasting heavy metal.
Terrible.
Like, sup?
Terrible.
Sup, playa?
Oh, sup, playa? Nah, that sucks, man. You can't be putting us in that predicament, man. That's how you gonna outwardly just make me look like a terrible fucking person? Like, we just face to face. Just.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
It's just a game.
Like when you buy groceries and ask if you want to donate. Like, and you say no.
Yeah, well, I never.
Man, shit, dude. You go to Panda Express. I always ask you want to put in that $1.
I've actually never been there.
I'll round up. I never give a full $1. I'll round up though.
Give them a change.
My total will be 801, and I'll round up.
Sorry, y'all.
I ain't giving $1 though. I'll round up to 9. I ain't giving a full $1 though. You bugging?
Not my 99 cents.
Yeah, man. I don't fucking know. Shit's ridiculous, man. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure this shit out, man. I'm still trying to figure this shit out, and it ain't like. And I told you how like weed is like super legal down here, which is.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother conversation about legalities of weed. It's kind of fucked up that weed is legal considering, like, this is the reddest of red states. And
yeah, I thought it was illegal.
Yeah, well, the people they'll keep behind bars are going to stay behind bars off weed charges. But anyway, really? I don't trust legal weed, man.
No, I
don't trust it.
Stick with, like, the regular shit.
Like,
because it's going to be like, they're turn that shit into like cigarettes, and they're gonna say, "Oh, it's killing people." Like, did you see this shit where they're fucking trying to ban vapes because it's killed 6 people? How many fucking cigarettes?
Some cats was Cass was talking about that shit today. Today. That's funny. That's funny. I mean, I don't partake in none of that, but I mean, listen, I mean, I see it. I get it. It's not exactly a healthier substitute. I know people think it is.
But I mean, Yeah, but cigarettes still killed like millions of people.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, I think everything should be legal.
You think everything should be legal? Just kill it.
Just let people do whatever the fuck they want.
Just kill us.
I mean, as long as it doesn't harm somebody else, like whatever, dude. If you want to do that, go for it.
Well, that's all Americans are good for, is harming other people.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we started this fucking country, bro.
But that's what this great nation was built on, bud.
Harm.
Out here just violencing each other. About to violence you.
I love it.
Shit. Yeah, I know. That's why everybody likes you more than me on this show. American values, America. Yeah, man.
American values, man.
I don't know. We've made an entire country off of like not banning the things we should ban, and like finding dickhead ways around it. Like, you watched the new Dave Chappelle special?
I haven't, but I heard it was amazing.
It's funny. There's one part in there I had a little critique on, but I mean that's beside the point. But he had a part in there about how like they do school shooter drills.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spoil it for you, but like the idea of doing school shooting drills is fucking nuts.
Yeah, it
fucking
happen.
Nuts. Let me have my 6-year-old at the school doing school shooting drills, learning how to protect yourself during
people back in high school that brought guns to school.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, man.
Like,
it's fucking crazy. Instead of and I always say it's not that kind of podcast, whatever. This is our platform, but like, nobody wants to take all your guns. But my 6-year-old should not have to be having to deal with a goddamn school shooting drill. Like, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I didn't tell you I realized I'm probably going to have kids. Like, I already knew I would be the best father ever, but I think I realized I'm actually going to have kids.
You don't know that.
That was funny as hell. Yeah, because, shit, dead ass, man, I can't adopt. They ain't going to let no single young black male adopt anything by himself.
I heard that shit's expensive as fuck, too.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure the fuck it is. But, we always come in here and say kids are trash. And don't get me wrong. They are. However, I don't know, I was at the gym one day, man, and just being, whoever I see myself to be, I saw this black father, man, and his child, man. His child was probably like 12 or 13 years old, and his father was showing him how to use the gym, how to use the machines, and maneuver around the gym and shit, man. Shit made me emotional, man. Made me a little emotional, dog. I ain't cried nothing, but like I put on some sad music in the headphones, and I kept stealing glances. I kept looking.
Oh, you can't put on sad music whenever you're feeling sad.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm desensitized because I listen to sad music when I'm feeling good too, so it didn't matter. But
okay, yeah.
But nah, man, I found myself, stealing glances. You know what I'm saying, in between sets, just kind of watching. But yeah, I think that moment right there is gonna be is a big moment. Like I think it told me I'm gonna have babies, just to have them come home and tell them about the school shooter drill they fucking did today. Man, ain't that a bitch?
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, this is who we are, man. This is who we are. Night terrors.
That's right. I'm surprised you never heard of them.
No, I have, but like that is some shit you just hear all the time. That is some shit you hear all the time, man. Oh shit. Yeah, let's transition, man. I think let's open up, man. Want to thank y'all for pressing play on episode 47 of The Hard Camera. I am your guy, Juve, Juv, just under your visual. Here with my tag team partner, Big Ren, the legendary, and together we are the Dudley Boyz. Big Ren, let them know how they can reach you on the social medias, dog.
Alright, yeah, y'all can find me on Snapchat, at Moffed Up 316, MAAFFHHDUP 316. Then you can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at @motherfucker, _MAAFHUCKA. Sitting it.
Hit him, man. You can hit me on Twitter at Juvie Desayuno, JUVIDESAYUNO. Find me on the Instagrams at Juvie Desayuno, JUVIDESAYUNO. Hit the Twitter page, the show Twitter page at The Hard Camera. Check us out on YouTube. Search The Hard Camera on the YouTubington. Plenty of ways to get a hold of us, man. Episode 47. For those not in the know, while Big Ren was out and about socializing and gallivanting and giving 4 thumbs down to mediocre titties, we dropped episode 46, which was the best of volume 2. Took clips from 9 different episodes and pieced them all together, man. There's certain segments like the one we just did. Go check that out if you're behind, or if you want to look back on some of the things we chatted on. But in the meantime, man, we have WWE's Clash of Champions coming around the bend. If you're listening to this when it dropped, or before the show, at least it'll be this Sunday. We have 10 matches. Well, wait. 10 matches plus 1. I had to double count it. 10 matches plus 1. Before we get into the plus 1, man, I got to go over our updated numbers, man. Big Ren, you're sitting at 29 of 56, 51.78%. You got Juve sitting at 35 of 56, 62.5%. We not even close, not even halfway through the year yet. So we got some time, man, for them numbers to flip around as they will.
I'm just happy I'm about 50% still.
Absolutely. I feel you. Before we push forward, how you feel about WWE's Clash of Champions on paper, man? What are your thoughts about the overall build so far?
There's a lot that could happen with this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say I'm excited about it, but the past 2 episodes, this past week of SmackDown and Raw really didn't do much for me.
I hear you. Okay.
As a build, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Maybe at the end of the show, I'll feel a bit different about it. I'll have a harder idea of how I feel about it, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
I gotta say, looking at this card, especially the more, I don't want to say important matches, but I'm going to say important matches, they're a little harder to call than most are. So I guess, maybe kudos in that regard. I find myself saying, so what, though?
Yeah. This is just a straight filler pay-per-view.
Yeah, okay, a lot of it's hard to call, but, so what? So yeah, I'll be locked in on Sunday. But yeah, I mean, again, to give them that silver lining, yeah, a lot of these matches are hard to call. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna pick these as we go. As I look at some of this card, some of these I kind of just have in mind, but some of these, as we talk them out, I'm just gonna pick them right on the spot. B, how confident are you in your decision so far?
I did a rundown of the matches.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a little bit of an idea of what I'm going to pick, but I'm doing the exact same thing.
We're going to wing it. We're going to fly by these draws, man. But before we get into the Clash of Champions card, I want to get into the King of the Ring finals. I actually took the King of the Ring finals off of the Clash of Champions card and are now putting it on the next night's Monday Night Raw.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So I was... couple shows back, we chose our final 4, and we chose who we thought would be the King of the Ring. I went with Ricochet, who made it to the semifinals. He was the 1 of 5. There was a triple threat match on Raw, 1 of 5. I thought Yeah, it was. It was something.
They made a triple threat match.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it was something, man. But I thought King Ricochet had a good sound on it. Who did you go with again?
The winner?
Yeah.
King Corbin.
That's what I thought, man. Part of me thought you went with Drew McIntyre, but I think, most of me went with Corbin. The King of the Ring finals, man, we've got Baron Corbin against one of the dark horses of the tournament, man, Mr. Chad Gable. How you see this going?
It's going to be a good match.
Yeah.
I feel like not seeing Baron Corbin for a little while after they had that mixed tag match with him and Lacey versus Becky and Seth.
Yeah.
I think that actually helped out a lot. I think everybody was tired of seeing him, and Chad Gable has definitely stepped up.
Right.
I mean, he's always been good, but I think he's better on his own.
Give him a little more of an identity, yeah. But I mean, yeah, I like Chad Gable in the ring, man. He's you can't go wrong with just an overall great wrestler, man. I've seen something about this Shorty G trademark. Have you seen anything about this?
What, for Chad?
There's a trademark, Shorty G. I saw this actually a few weeks before King of the Ring started. There was a trademark that they filed for Shorty G, and they've been making a lot of references to how short Chad Gable is. I damn sure hope they're not about to call him Shorty G after this tournament. Like, there's ways to show personality. I'm not sure this is it. Say it again.
If he wins, that's awful if that's what they call him after he wins that.
Yeah. So
that's just like, that's disrespectful.
I hear you. So yeah, how you see this going? Are you sticking with your original pick, King Corbin?
I would rather see Gable win, but yeah, I'm sticking with King Corbin just because that'll be something that they can add to, like him beating Kurt Angle, making Kurt Angle retire, the Golden Glove shit, just more of his story, I guess. But I mean, it'd be great for Gable to win also. Yeah,
good look for Gable. They are determined to make Baron Corbin like a legitimate guy over this last year or so. King Corbin has a hell of a ring to it. I'll be honest, man, from what I've seen in King of the Ring tournament, Baron Corbin has looked good in the tournament. So I'm gonna give him that, man. But no, I kind of see it the same way. I'm going with King Corbin. We're gonna get a great showing for Chad Gable. I mean, Chad Gable hasn't been on Monday Night Raw in so long, and I don't believe he's ever been on Monday Night Raw as a singles competitor, unless I'm wrong. But yeah, man, give Chad Gable the dope look. Let him go down in a blaze of glory. He's gonna fight for it, and he'll look good taking the fight to Baron Corbin. I'm going with King Corbin though.
Smart move. Gable will win it probably, but yeah, I'm still going with Corbin because I think Gable will win it.
I hear you.
Dude, another person that was real good in the tournament was Elias, dude.
Yeah. That's kind of bad. Kind of sad he went down to that injury.
Oh, he's injured too? I thought it was McIntyre that got injured.
No. Elias got injured. That's why Chad Gable defeated Shane McMahon on SmackDown.
Yep.
Yeah,
right.
Elias was hurt and had to pull out of the tournament.
And Drew's hurt. Sweet.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Shane's entire entourage. But yeah, so Chad Gable defeated Shane McMahon. He turned into like a 2 out of 3 falls match. They use it to further the Shane McMahon Kevin Owens storyline, which is still going. But yeah.
Barely.
We've got yeah.
Do you hear people chant AEW whenever they fired him?
True enough. True enough. I feel like a lot of storylines are just kind of limping along in the meantime until October. But looks like we're both going with Baron Corbin. Let's go into the main card of Clash of Champions. For the women's tag team title, we've got Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross taking on Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, sometimes known as Fire and Desire. How you see this going, man?
It's hard to say because they don't give a fuck about the women's tag team division at all.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I've got Bliss and Cross taking it, but I mean, I could be completely wrong just because they don't care about the women's tag team division.
I hear you.
I mean, it'll be a fun match. It'll be good. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, I think they're really good.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think they're better than Alexa Cross and Alexa Cross. I think they're better than them.
Just blend them together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's easier.
I'm going with a successful title defense too. They don't necessarily care about the women's titles, but they definitely care about Alexa Bliss.
Oh yeah.
And so using the Alexa Bliss name, even though she still hasn't been in the ring too much, using Alexa Bliss to bolster the championships. Mandy Rose's time is coming eventually because she's sexy and blonde, but it's still the Alexa Bliss show. They still got some kind of story to tell with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with the title defense for Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. I don't see this going too long. I probably just a harmless match to put over the women's championship a little bit. For the Intercontinental Championship, we've got Shinsuke Nakamura versus the worst babyface ever, The Miz. How you see this going?
Okay, so Sami Zayn's with Shinsuke now.
Right.
I don't think this one's going to last that long either. I think Zayn's going to get involved in a way where the ref doesn't see it, and it's going to cause Miz to get distracted, and Shinsuke's get a quick win. Probably kick him in the nuts.
Is he still kicking cats in the nuts?
He might bust it out this time. I don't know. We haven't seen it in a while. We haven't seen him do too much. Like, he's just been beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, they don't give it
matches or anything
at all. You know what I realized? I was watching. I don't know if you saw this on the network. I think it's 40 years of the Intercontinental Championship. So they put like a collection of matches that define the Intercontinental Championship.
See how important it was from the beginning. Look at it now.
yeah, you ain't fucking lying. But I caught the end of. I had it on the background while I was like ironing clothes. They had the ladder match from WrestleMania 31, the one that Daniel Bryan won to become the Intercontinental Champion. I know Daniel Bryan isn't on the show; he's part of a bigger storyline. But like, give that title back to Daniel Bryan and let him bring it back to what it was.
I agree.
That's where That's where I think it should go.
I heard they might be bringing in a new title in.
I sincerely hope not.
Yeah, me too. The European title.
I did not hear that. I hope not, though.
I fucking hope not too, man, because I don't know what the fuck to do with the titles they got now.
Yeah, no. Please stay away. please stay away from me. Yeah, no. Let them work out what they got going on. And yeah, no, please stay away. Please stay away from me. I'm going to go with Shinsuke Nakamura as well. They just started this Sami Zayn Shinsuke Nakamura alliance, which of course all things are meant to come to an end. So I mean, if we get anything close to what we saw at TakeOver Dallas a few years ago with Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sami Zayn, I'm down for that. I'm not going to hold my breath, but at least we know what they're capable of. Yeah, let this alliance, mean something for a little while. It gives Sami Zayn something to do. He's on the microphone. Shinsuke, unfortunately, needs that microphone, that microphone behind him. So yeah, let them run wild. Miz can continue to be the worst babyface ever. And like I said, I think we're just coasting until October. I think there's going to be another draft. Which is the word floating around, and if there is, you can almost count on Miz going to Fox, going to SmackDown. He has flip flopped in literally every draft for the last 3 years. But yeah, I'm sticking with Shinsuke Nakamura over the Miz.
Yeah, hopefully this draft means something this time.
We'll see. We'll see. Moving forward, say it again.
Not holding my breath.
Yeah. Moving forward for the United States Championship, we've got the phenomenal AJ Styles taking on Cedric Alexander.
See, I don't even know. When did they announce this match? This past week?
I believe so. Yes. Right after their schmaz on Raw, I believe after the 10-man, this was announced. This one, and we always say this, we had the small talk a couple shows back about like when AJ Styles' last great match really was. We've got potential for another great match here. Cedric Alexander can go in the ring clearly. AJ Styles is AJ Styles. So this has the potential to you know what I'm saying, burn a barn or two. I'm gonna go with AJ to retain, similar to how I see Corbin and Chad Gable going. They see something in Cedric Alexander. They put him in that feud with Drew McIntyre. They got him involved in, you know, I mean, he's rubbing elbows with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they see something in Cedric. Maybe it's just to cool him down again, as the cycle of superstars typically has been going the last couple of years. But I'm going to go AJ Styles, putting over Cedric Alexander big with a great match. But ultimately, AJ Styles taking the W.
You hit the nail on the head.
Right.
That one. It'll be a fun match. I mean, yeah, Cedric's gonna give it his all.
Yeah,
He's gonna look really good. This match could actually go like for a good 10-12 minutes probably.
Give them good 13-14 minutes. They could put in a lot of stuff, man. Let AJ call the match, lead the match, and Cedric, he's going to be able to keep up. So,
I wonder if the OC is going to be out there with him. I don't think they have a match this weekend.
And if anything, it may. You know what? I don't think anything was announced with the Viking Raiders. That's a feud building up. Is it on the pre-show? Is it on the kickoff show?
I don't know. I mean, it could be added to it. But I mean, it's Clash of Champions, so I feel like it should only be.
That makes sense. Yeah. So
championship matches. We also got Drew. I mean, Reigns and
right,
dickhead
Reigns and
Rowan.
True. Sheesh. But yeah. I'm rolling with that. I mean, if anything, if we see the OC get involved, I mean, the Viking Raiders will cancel that out. Not that they're aligned with Cedric Alexander, but they don't. You know, they found a new feud. And finally, good on them, because I mean, how many weeks in a row can we just see squash matches without them doing something finally?
Yeah,
so
they got to be working something because they've been fighting a bunch of no-names for the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, Johnny and Jimmy boots and tights, man. So
yeah,
absolutely. Moving forward, we've got a no disqualifications match. Roman Reigns taking on Eric Rowan, or I guess just Rowan, the artist formerly known as Eric Rowan.
Man, I was about this today. Why couldn't they have Luke Harper take Eric Rowan's spot, for this whole thing? It's so much cooler.
Yeah. I feel like Rowan aesthetically blends better with Daniel Bryan. But yeah, I mean, we know that the talent was lying with Luke Harper. Maybe Rowan's got something he hasn't showed us over the last 5 years, but they really dropped the ball with this. Well, they dropped the ball first. Daniel Bryan was supposed to make an announcement 2 months ago. It never did.
And for a month they were announced he was going to announce something, and never ever happened.
And never announced a thing. And now this storyline, I don't know. What happened to that lookalike? They mentioned him for 1 week and he never went anywhere.
Yeah, then Reigns just attacked both Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan.
Yeah. This storyline, I feel like they didn't have a conclusion in mind before starting it. I mean, it took an interesting turn when Rowan attacked Daniel Bryan. So you have to figure that Daniel Bryan will get involved somehow in this match. I don't know. I don't know if it was an elaborate plan from Daniel Bryan all along. That's one hell of a table bump to be taken if this was just an elaborate plan to get him up out of there. I feel like there's other ways they could have did this. But yeah, tell me how you think about the match, man. How you think it's going to go?
I think Rowan's going to win. I think Daniel Bryan's going to get involved. And because, I mean, who does Reigns got now? He ain't got no friend.
You said Roman or Rowan?
Rowan's going to win.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, because, I mean, Roman Reigns, he ain't got no friends. He ain't going to have nobody come out there and help him. Daniel Bryan will definitely be out there getting involved for sure.
True, and it is no DQ, which kind of protects Roman Reigns from taking a super clean loss. That's a good point you made. That's a good point you made. Daniel Bryan will definitely get involved. I mean, he's what this storyline seems to be centered around. And maybe they go with the rematch on SmackDown 2 days later, where Roman Reigns gets his victory. I don't know, man. Something in me can't bet against the big dog. The big dog. I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns getting some kind of revenge, and maybe he gets stomped out after the match. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns, man. I don't know why. Like I said, I can like you said, I can completely see them going another direction or doing the rematch on Tuesday where Roman Reigns gets his win. But for the pay-per-view victory, I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns, man. Hopefully, they can get the storyline back on track. We haven't seen Buddy Murphy in a couple weeks, let alone that look-alike. You said he's scared?
Look.
Oh, man.
He ain't come back to that yard.
Yeah, right. He stepped up out of the yard, man. And he had, two great showings, man, against Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. So, yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't capitalize on that. So, I don't know. Pushing forward for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, a match I'm despite the build, I'm somewhat looking forward to, man. The New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods taking on the Revival. How you see this going, man? Yeah, zesty.
There's gonna be a lot of dip on the chip with this one.
Dude, love me some guac.
I don't really know how this one's gonna go. I mean, like I said, I feel like this build-up hasn't really been too. They haven't really done too much of a build-up really with this one. So I'm gonna go with the New Day retaining.
Yeah. It's kind of
what do you think?
It's kind of hard for me to call it too. I like you know what, Randy Orton and the Revival, FTRKO, like it feels like they fit together.
Yeah,
it does feel like they fit together. The Revival are an old school team. Randy Orton has this old school feel about him, but updated for his audience, for this audience, I should say. I feel like these matches are tied together, but indirectly. So I like the alliance of the Revival and Randy Orton. I was surprised that New Day even won the tag team titles in the first place. Me too. Right?
I think a lot of people were. Yeah,
like it was weird that they won, to where it's almost weird if they retain or lose. Like it's either way. The Revival have been spinning wheels. Even when they were Raw Tag Team Champions, they were spinning their wheels.
Not much was going on with them.
Yeah, and oh wow. And again, I feel
like that's how it is with everybody that has the championship, right? Like it's cooler when they're on the hunt, but once they get it, it's like they don't go anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. And I feel like too that again we're kind of just holding place until October, until the draft, until SmackDown splits to Fox. The Usos haven't been on TV for a while. They should be coming back soon. You can't do Usos New Day again. The Usos are technically on Raw. So yeah, what am I talking about? Who's on any show nowadays, right? The wild card rule is still a thing or something. So that's tough. Wow, this is really hard. I'm looking forward to this match, man, because I think the WWE Tag Team division, we always talk about how it's not what it was, but I feel like the tag teams have been seeing, I'm sure they watched All Out.
Oh yeah.
And what was done on the tag team stage there. And I think they got a statement to prove, man. Whether at the behest of their boss or not, they have a statement that they want to make. Especially the Revival.
Since All Out, isn't it?
Say it again.
This is the first pay-per-view since All Out.
Yes, it is. Yep.
So,
yes, it is.
So we could see some new shit.
What a time. How do I see this going, man? You went with the New Day?
Correct.
Wow. I almost want to pull out the handy dandy coin flip app. But you know what, man? I think I'm going to stick with the New Day. I'm going to go with the New Day as well. I am definitely not confident about this match. But I think the New Day pull it out somehow, man. And get the Duke over the Revival and keep it pushing, man. Get the Duke. I'm trying to think of what teams are on SmackDown besides Heavy Machinery.
My guys.
Yeah. My guys. Because I'm thinking toward the future, who they can even defend against. I mean, the Revival winning would make more sense to if they were to transition to a Heavy Machinery feud.
Where has Nikki Cross's friends been at? Those dudes, I forgot their fucking name even.
Sanity.
Yeah, like where have they been?
Well, so Killian Dane is on NXT now, so he's split.
Oh yeah.
I believe wasn't Alexander Wolf. He's on NXT UK now.
So they just said fuck that team.
And we haven't seen Eric Young. Sanity was never really a thing on the main roster anyway.
I mean, yeah, but they brought them up like they were gonna be kind of just from how they do with every.
They got
call up.
They had the vignettes. You know what? I could totally see Eric Young going back to NXT. I mean, they put Breezango back down there.
I mean, I see it. It seems like they do better. Like it's a whole other world over there.
NXT.
NXT.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, we know that it's the wrestling show on TV versus a TV show about wrestling. So, and they're debuting next week on USA. So, and they're debuting with a heavy hitting show as well. So, looking forward to that. We'll probably recap that next week. What's that?
Have they announced the schedule for that show yet?
Velveteen Dream versus Roderick Strong for the North American Championship. Matt Riddle versus Killian Dane in a street fight.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And also, as of now, because I didn't get to finish NXT. I was watching NXT as I was getting ready. So as far as I know, it's a fatal 4-way for the number one contendership for the women's NXT women's title. Io Shirai, who I hate to be objectifiable, but like is really sexy to me when she turned heel. Anyway, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, Mia Yim, and Candice LeRae. Like I said, I didn't get to finish NXT, so I don't know if Rhea Ripley defeated Shayna Baszler or not. No spoilers, please. But yep, that'll determine NXT Women's Champion, number one contender. The first hour is going to be on USA. The second hour is going to be on the network. They'll be doing that for the first 2 weeks. For the first 2 weeks. Yeah. Gotcha. I believe Suits, the USA show Suits, is wrapping up their run. So they're going to let them finish up, and then NXT is going to take over that second hour in a few weeks. I believe the first time they do 2 hours will be the night. That they
AEW.
Debut against AEW. So the timing is fun. The timing is interesting, but the reason given is because
is NXT still going to be on the network?
Takeovers probably.
Oh, so they're gonna put the shows on USA on there 2 weeks after, like they do with Raw and SmackDown. Then,
maybe. Right? I don't know how that's gonna go. That's
gonna suck. Though. Fucking DVRs have to be full.
But they are going to. I imagine they're going to put NXT UK in the network slot that NXT was on.
Makes sense.
Which is a good look. Did you get to see? I know we didn't get to do a show about it. Did you get to see NXT UK?
I heard it was fire. Girl I work with said it was awesome.
If there is any match, and actually, no, I want to take this time. I want to shout out friends of the show, Clark Street Wrestling Podcast. They had me on their podcast to discuss AEW All Out. Yep. To discuss AEW's All Out and NXT UK. So go check them out, man. We had a really good chat. Shouts to Devin and Hafiz for having me on. But yeah, we did a show for AEW's All Out. We did some good deep diving in there. We kind of panned out and explored, what they could be. And we also did a deep dive on NXT UK, man. If there's one match you watch from NXT UK, if you haven't watched it, go watch Tyler Bate versus Walter.
Oh shit!
Listen, match of the year candidate. Match of the year candidate. Oh, absolutely, match of the year candidate.
Okay.
Yeah, go check that out if you get a chance. That goes to you and it goes to the listeners. And one more time, shout out to Clark Street Wrestling Podcast having me on. We had a really good discussion, man. Yeah, it felt good to be a passenger in the back seat,
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to
along
them.
For the ride.
Yeah. It felt good, man. Thank you for having me on, fellas. But yeah, I went with the New Day to bring us back on track. Yeah, I went with the New Day. We're both going with New Day. And since these matches to me are somewhat tied together, let's go to it, man. WWE Championship, Kofi Kingston taking on Randall Keith. Hit me.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
I feel like this could go either way, like big time. Like I have no idea. And because Kofi can't lose with all the shit that Orton's been saying,
Yeah.
But Orton can't lose with all the shit he's been saying.
Right.
It's been heavy duty on both sides.
This is true.
And Orton's fucked up the New Day, fucked up Xavier Woods pretty bad.
Mm. And
I mean, shit. It made Kofi watch them all get fucked up. It's like, damn. Man. Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb, man. I'm saying Kofi Mania's done.
New champ.
Mm-hmm.
That's bold, man. You absolutely right, man, because, WWE logic, which we always refer to, says that Orton wins on Sunday because of Kofi putting Orton through another table at MSG in a replay of the feud from 10 years ago. On one hand, I do feel like Kofi's reign is going to end sometime soon, right?
So he's had it since April.
He's had it since April, yeah. Continuously too. He didn't lose it like Brock, Seth did to Brock Lesnar.
I mean, which it doesn't mean anything that he's had it since April, but I mean he's had it for, what I mean, quite a long time now, I guess.
True, and who? Even if he wins, well, you know what? I was gonna say, even if he wins, who does he defend against next? He could defend against Orton in the cell. Maybe Orton finds another way to get a match. Maybe we get another schmaz ending between the two of them, which would piss a lot of people off. But I mean, listen, Kofi and Orton might be cell worthy.
Oh, I think so.
And I don't know if Kofi has been in the cell, because the New Day Usos match, it was Big E and Xavier Woods. So I don't know if Kofi's been in the cell. I mean, that would be a good cap to his reign, whether he wins or loses in the cell. But yeah, on one hand, I feel like the reign might be coming to an end. Maybe it's too premature to tell, because I don't know who he would defend against if he gets past Orton. But the thing is, man, after this being the story you tell, the 10-year culmination, like you said, all the shit Orton's been saying, I feel like Kofi has to win. Like this is, and like I said, when we first talked about Kofi being champion, I thought this feud was gonna be like one of his first feuds, and it's good, and it's fine, and it's not. But for him to be legitimized, this is the hump he has to get over. Like, this is what he has to get over. Because if he loses to Orton, that's the career stamp. If he loses the title to Orton, that's the career stamp.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. But, I mean, I don't know, man. And I'm not 100% on my pick either, but I'm picking Orton. But I'm not 100% confident in it.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Kofi, at least retaining. Maybe they do another schmaz ending, which is a really lazy way of extending the feud. But I'm going to go with Kofi, man. At worst, if Orton wins, here's the thing. At the end of the story, Kofi has to win the story. He has to win the rivalry. So if we see Orton win, I can see a no rematch clause rematch happening in the cell. And maybe Kofi is a 2-time champion. I can see that.
That'd be tight.
I'm down for that. But at the end of this feud, Kofi has to beat that one demon. He has to beat that demon.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be right if he didn't.
Yeah, so
it's just like an unfinished book.
Yeah, and he would. Yeah, you can't look at him the same way if he doesn't get a chance to beat that one demon. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go with Kofi. Begrudgingly. I'm nervous too. I mean, like I said, they're going to Fox. So maybe they want a more familiar face as champion, but I'm going with Kofi, man. Kofi gonna stand tall. Kofi Mania will run wild at least one more month. Let's go to for the Raw Women's Championship. I'm very intrigued. Much intriguery. Sasha Banks taking on Becky Lynch.
She came out hard.
Didn't she? Yes, she did.
Like ultra violent.
Yes.
Like shit that I love.
She violenced her.
It was like they were straight up getting into it that first night she came back, and when Becky Lynch tried to come in and intervene.
Yeah.
Like there was like some legit hits. And there's some legit pushes. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Those chair shots were no joke.
No, man. Shouts to that tag team match I had on Raw, man. Real serviceable match, man. The crowd was into it. The 4 horsewomen were getting it in. But yeah, keep going. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh no, I mean it's gonna be an awesome match. I mean, it's gonna be. Dude, I bet. I'm trying to think when they put this one on. I bet they put this one on mid card. I bet the match we're going to talk about next. I think I know what match we're going to talk about next. I bet they do that opener. But this one, it's going to be what everybody's been waiting on this since April. Where's Sasha been? Sasha been? She's finally back.
She really gave him a shot in the arm in the division, didn't she?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
And now she's back, and now we're going to get to see, because she hasn't had a one-on-one match yet since she's been back.
This is true.
And against Becky Lynch, which I think Becky's going to retain. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily agree with them bringing somebody back and then them. I mean, I don't agree with them bringing somebody back and then winning, but I also don't agree with them bringing somebody back and losing right off the bat.
I hear you. Yeah.
So I think Becky's going to win because Sasha's going to DQ herself.
So Becky wins by DQ.
Sure, something. Yeah.
Okay. So no fluke, or I mean no definitive win, just the DQ. I feel you. Sasha is a name that they brought back, and they brought back strongly. To an extent, it does have that feel of like somebody comes in super hot and they cool them down a little bit. But and maybe Sasha was in the ring too much on TV before having that return match. Maybe it would have made it hotter had she not actually wrestled on TV. But this match and the next match we're going to talk about are so intertwined to me as far as what could happen next.
Mm-hmm.
To where, on one hand, Sasha's coming back, and I don't know who Becky would defend her title against if she wins. Hell, you know what? Hell in a Cell's coming up, like we just mentioned. Maybe we get another women's Hell in a Cell match.
That's what I was thinking.
Becky would be a perfect candidate for a women's Hell in a Cell match.
Becky and Sasha in Hell in a Cell.
Perfect candidate. Yeah. Perfect candidate.
Because Becky wins by DQ. Perfect. Throw them in the cell.
Throw them in the cell. No DQ. Yeah. So there's that aspect of it. Bayley kind of turned heel recently, kind of.
I think she pretty much did.
Yeah, she did. She was holding back on them chair shots, but that was the gist of it. She turned heel. to follow her bestie Sasha Banks. But listen, maybe that's just a ruse from Sasha. Maybe Sasha does lose somehow, and then turns on Bayley to get that feud and to take that title from Bayley.
Cool.
There's different routes. There's different routes that this can go. I really like the idea of Becky and Sasha in the cell. That's just a cool idea. And again, like a babyface is only as great as the heel that they're facing. So that's why Becky got over it like she did. Yeah, she becked and she was the man, but she had Charlotte to play off of. She had Nia Jax's right hand to play off of. Ooh.
I think Becky's just cooled down too as a heel. I don't necessarily consider her a heel anymore.
Well, I just light bulb. No, Becky's not a heel. She wasn't a heel when she quote unquote when they wanted to be a heel. I just light bulbed. Nia Jax has been gone for a while.
I think she's cleared now.
Yeah, and I didn't know if she was or not. But if she gets past Sasha, we've got somebody that she can face.
That'd be fun.
And that's like the last person that she hasn't gotten her revenge against, or some semblance of revenge against. Ooh.
Because they can still bring it back. That right hand broke your face.
Damn. Yeah, that's a ready-made feud, man. I was thinking about the heels that made Becky Becky. I was thinking about Charlotte, of course, Nia Jax's right hand. I was thinking about Ronda Rousey. I was thinking about Stephanie McMahon. And now Sasha. I mean, as you saw, she cooled down with Lacey and Natalya because, like, who cares? And now they're in the middle of like the most who cares feud to underneath this. Wow, I'm intrigued by the prospect of Becky and Nia to an extent. Wow, wowzers.
Or maybe Nia gets involved this week and we got a triple threat match at Triple Threat in the Cell next month.
Let her stay out of that. I see your vision. I don't want to convolute it. I see your vision though, and that might make a cool dynamic of them two in the cell with Nia, her being such a force of nature. I'm gonna go with Becky to retain. Does she retain by? You know what? She can't win by tap out.
No.
She can't win by tap out. That'll just kill everything Sasha has.
I don't think she can win this one clean at all. I think there's got to be some aftermath.
I'm going to go with the lucky roll-up pin after a hell of a match, or at least a really dope one.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the roll-up or the small package. But no. It cannot be a tap out victory. Sasha has to look strong in this match. Her being gone so long, her coming back how she did. Yeah, I'm going with Becky with the lucky roll up pin. It almost hurts to say it, but I'm going with it, man. You know I love me some Sasha Banks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with it though. I think Becky retains barely. And as I said a little bit ago, this match kind of plays off of the SmackDown Women's Championship match, Bayley versus Charlotte Flair, in which, there's different avenues to go. Technically in this match, we've got two heels. I don't know if they'll be perceived that way, especially Bayley, but we got two heels. Bayley just turned on the universe and realigned with Sasha Banks. Is Bayley a true heel? Is she just following her bestie to looking to get turned on later on? How you see this going, man? Does Charlotte get number 10? How you see this going, B?
Charlotte's not going to win. Bayley's going to have the title until Sasha gets her title. Or they can both have the titles at the same time and be homies,
Yeah, okay.
But no, I just see Sasha winning this one, and it'll maybe she does some heelish shit to kind of certify that she's a heel. Yeah.
I'm intrigued by the potential of the women's match at Survivor Series. I know I'm looking too far ahead, but I'm intrigued by that as well. Maybe Sasha and Bayley are the champs and have to face each other. We finally get that match on the main roster.
That would be tight.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be as much.
Say it again.
I think one single I don't think that would mean as much, though. I feel like if there was just one single title on the line instead of champion versus champion, I think it'd mean more.
There'd be more. You could build more of a story behind it. I feel you. Yeah.
You know.
I feel you. Tell me more, though. How you see this going? You think Bayley's taking it?
Yes, yeah. I don't really have much to say about this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going with Bayley, too. I really just dislike the inflated Charlotte title reign numbers.
Yes.
Like, she's already at 9.
It's a couple years. She's only been in there for, what, 5 years now? 4 or 5?
She's been on the main roster since 2015, yeah.
Yeah.
And 9 title reigns, a couple short reigns just to pad the numbers. She beat Asuka to take she beat Asuka to win the title before WrestleMania. Then beat Becky Lynch just to get another reign before Bayley took it off of her. Yeah, let Bayley run wild a little bit, man. Let them have a great match, and let the horsewoman shine tonight, man. Let Bayley have this match. I think she retains it. We've got something brewing with Sasha and Bayley. I think a delusional Bayley who's gonna see the error of her ways. Somewhat, you know what, a la Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano kind of turned heel, and he did go heel for a few months, but he finally figured it out. Like he saw the error of his ways and came out of that darkness. Sometimes you gotta go through the dark to get to the light. So well, I'm gonna rock with Bayley, and yeah.
It's been Bayley and Sasha good match at Rumble.
Say it again. It kind of cut out.
Bayley and Sasha would be a good match for the Rumble.
I hear you. Yeah. We're down to 2 matches, man, and as of this recording, we have disagreed on 2 matches. Okay, the No DQ match and the Kofi Orton match. For the Raw Tag Team Championship, dog, we got the Thrown Together Tag Team of Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman versus the Thrown Together Tag Team of Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode.
I love how they just make tag teams when we have plenty of perfectly good tag teams to use.
Soap operas
already.
Yep.
This one, it's going to be interesting. You there?
Talk to me.
Okay. No, this is going to be interesting. I think we're going to have new tag team champions. And just because, what's the point of having Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman as tag team champions when they're both like on the top? They're the like couple of top tier guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're champions right now, but I think they're going to get into it. There's going to be some miscommunication, cause them to lose, and then that will play into the main event.
Yeah.
Pretty big, I feel like.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think we're going to have new tag. I mean, I like Roode and Ziggler together. I think they're going to be good.
All right. And you know what? And along those lines, you were mentioning why have Seth and Braun be those guys? Why put Dolph and Bobby Roode together if you're not going to do something with them?
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm seeing new tag team champions too. Dolph and Robert Roode taking these titles. And yeah, like you said, playing into the dynamics of what I presume to be the main event later on, Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman. Let's just transition into that since these matches directly play into each other. So we've seen new tag team champions Dolph and Bobby Roode. Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. Let me ask you this, man. Are we getting a turn? No. Okay.
Well, I mean, because if you've seen what's been advertised for Hell in a Cell, I'm sure you've seen that, right?
Of course. And it's even been mentioned on Raw. Like Bray Wyatt has been doing promos for it. So the winner of Seth and Braun will be facing the Fiend in Hell in a Cell.
I don't think we're going to get a winner on Sunday.
Really? Okay.
I think Bray's going to come out and fuck it up, and then it's going to be a triple threat match at Hell in a Cell.
You love the idea of a triple threat Hell in a Cell match, huh?
Yeah, dude. This one sounds legit, though.
Yeah. I hear you.
Because, I mean, even then, like, Bray Wyatt could still lose at Hell in a Cell with him coming back. Like, there's no way, like, he definitely should not lose. But if it's a triple threat match, he'll still be safe, and Braun could take the pin. Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. These next 2 months, man, and we were talking about how they heat up and cool off superstars. It's such a no-win situation for all three of these guys. Braun can't keep losing the big one.
No.
Seth Rollins just won the big one again. And Bray Wyatt is too hot of a character to lose. But also, to me, it's too soon for him to win the big one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is just the nature of the Fiend. We've seen him in the ring one time. He's murked out a couple legends. You know what would have been? You know what?
Apologizes.
And then you know what would have been the best use of the Fiend this past week instead of the promo, instead of the dark match?
Well, what?
He should have murked out Steve Austin and The Undertaker.
Oh, man.
He should have murked them out.
Yeah, it really would have been.
That would have been a great way to put over the Fiend as the Fiend. Instead, we love to see stunners, we love to see choke slams, but like, build a new star. He took out a bum ass Kurt Angle. He took out a bum ass Mick Foley. Let him take out your biggest star ever in Steve Austin. Let him take out one of your top 5 biggest stars ever in The Undertaker. Murk him out. Why?
Yeah, no,
They've got nothing to lose. Yeah.
The crowd would have been so pissed.
Bro, can you imagine the holy shit chant in Madison Square Garden? Had the Fiend murked out Steve Austin and The Undertaker within 2 days?
I can't believe they even had him on the dark match on Monday.
What a waste!
Like you seen that picture I sent you, right?
Yeah. What a waste.
Bray Wyatt's gonna be in a dark match, but we got 205 live first. Oh, all right, I'm out.
Dude, like what a waste. So yeah, that right there tells me that like this way of heating up and cooling off superstars is so rough. We've barely really, to me, I felt like Braun Strowman had the last man standing match, and then we didn't see him for a few weeks. And popped up out of nowhere to save Seth. Like, this is a really tough decision. I almost want to go with the draw somehow, but damn, like, what do I do?
I mean, I think Seth's going to retain, but it's only because Bray Wyatt gets involved.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying.
Bray has been targeting both of them in the promos. I mean, because I guess technically he doesn't know who's gonna face, but I mean. Ew.
They're both going to be written at the same time.
Yeah. Damn, I really don't want to follow your lead on this one.
It sounds good, though, don't it?
It sounds really damn good. If anybody turns, it's definitely going to be Seth. If anyone turns. The writing's on the wall. Braun can't be turning. Braun can't turn again. No. Seth is too much of he's been too smiley, too nervous about the turn. I watched SummerSlam 94 like a couple days ago, and there was a storyline leading into it between Lex Luger and Tatanka where for weeks on weeks, Tatanka was like, Lex Luger, you sold out to the $1 Million Man, right? And so they finally have the match, and of course, Tatanka is really the one who sold out.
Yeah.
And so now Seth is all nervous about if Braun's going to watch his back or whatever. Clearly, that's setting Seth up for the turn if anybody turns. He'd be retarded. Shouldn't use that word. He would be stupid to turn against Braun. Against Braun Strowman.
Not use that word.
Professionals. He would be stupid to turn against Braun Strowman.
Somebody's gonna it's like 20 years from now. I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna come for you.
I'm gonna be canceled. I'm gonna be fucking canceled. Super quick. Yeah, wow. I really don't know, man. This is really hard to call. Really hard to call. You know, and if anything, I think we don't see a Seth turn until after the draft to give them a new story to head into. Say again.
Give them some spice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A little oregano.
Wow. Well, I mean, that triple threat match next one sounds pretty fire, though.
Yeah. Damn it.
And I mean, like I said, it could say Bray.
Yeah. Damn it. Which just means someone's going to have to take the fall in a month, but I guess that's more time to build up each guy to where it doesn't hurt him as much.
I mean, yeah, as of right now, if that does happen, Braun will take the fall, as of right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But we got a month, so...
Wow, this is devastatingly difficult. I really don't want to go with the draw, but that does seem like the most logical case.
And it wouldn't even necessarily be like, it wouldn't be as bad as like, say, like Kofi and Orton last month. You know, like just a double count out like this.
Right.
Like somebody actually getting involved.
Because if it ends in
I'd hate on it as much.
Yeah, if it ends in a draw, it'd be the last match of the show, which means there'd have to be one hell of an angle to go with it. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't just be a draw to end the show. Damn it, bro. Am I going to go with this? Seth retains, sure. But does he retain by count out, DQ? Oh, man. Damn, dude. I should have went first.
I saw what I said.
Yeah. You know what? The writing is on the wall, bro. It's right there for the taking. Neither man can lose. And you've got The Fiend, who he shouldn't want to face both guys. But within his past of he acknowledges, you know, the past Bray Wyatt without openly acknowledging it. His history with Seth Rollins in the Shield, his history with Braun Strowman literally in the Wyatt family. Maybe The Fiend would want to just murk out both cats at the same time.
That's what I'm thinking. Just because of the way he's been talking on his little Mr. Rogers show.
Yeah. Damn it, man. I got to do it. I got to go with you on this.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I have to go with you on this. There's no other way it can go now that it's in my mind. Neither man can lose. Maybe you get the count out. Maybe you get the angle after like some kind of count out or something. But yeah, I got to do it, man. I'm going to go with a draw. That sucks. I'm very sad.
Oh, I'm thinking the lights are going to flicker, you know, and he's just going to be out there.
And the lights come back on, and they're both just laid out.
Dead.
Sheesh. Yeah, I gotta go with it, man. I'm taking the easy way out because you laid it out for me. Go with the path laid before you.
I presented it so well.
You did present it very well. There's no other way I could see it going. Yeah, salute to you, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. You got it, man. You got it. So that is Clash of Champions. Say it again.
But I could help.
Yeah, right. So that is Clash of Champions, man. How you feel about it after we talked it through?
About the same, actually.
You too? Holy shit! You know what?
Like, I feel like our last one that we did, like the last prediction, like we both started off feeling like kind of shaky about it, but towards the end it was like, fuck yeah, this is gonna be gnarly.
Yeah.
And it was, and this was just kind of like,
it's still gonna
be
just decent. Like, I gotta give them this, man. Except for Money in the Bank, they've had a decent string of shows. Like, they haven't had bad pay-per-views.
They really did.
But still, it does just feel like shows for the sake of shows like because they have to do one. So,
and I feel like this Clash of Champions, I feel like Clash of Champions is always a filler show.
Historically, hasn't been anything worthwhile. So, I mean, I think we'll get some goodness in, Kofi and Randy. There's at least potential for it. There's some goodness to be had on the show. The 2 women's matches, New Day and the Revival, I think is going to be a quiet candidate for match of the night. AJ and Cedric. So there's really good chance for some great actual in-ring wrestling on here.
Most of the matches on the card are really good matches on paper.
On paper, yeah.
And I think most of them will go.
Yeah.
But I think just getting there
mm-hmm.
has been the hardest part about this pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'm just somebody I'm just not feeling. I don't feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm reaching down, but I'm not feeling nothing.
Yeah, man. That's a deep hole, man. Deep hole, man. Do you think, and I have to ask because it's the elephant in the room, right? Do you think it's because of the product, or do you think it's because we're so geeked about their somewhat competition and the newness of it and the way that they're telling stories? Is AEW clouding how we feel about WWE?
I don't think it is for me personally, because I see AEW as a completely different world.
Yeah,
it's just it's on its whole. It's exactly what they are saying it is. It's exactly what AEW is saying it is. It's an alternative,
right?
So I don't see it being competition. WWE is saying the same thing. They don't see it as competition, but they're full of shit.
Yeah.
Or otherwise they wouldn't. You heard about what they're doing. There's not gonna be any more takeovers, right?
They're gonna have war games, but around Royal Rumble they're doing a When Worlds Collide. I don't think takeover is going away. I just think they're gonna restructure them.
Yeah, what I've heard they're gonna do is they're gonna put them on the same nights that AEW does pay-per-views.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Well, we'll see how that
they're
goes
saying
when we get there.
it's not competition, but they're full of themselves.
Yeah,
because that sounds like the competition.
Yeah. And we'll see how it goes when we get there. I would like to say that overtly, what I think or what excitement I have about AEW isn't affecting me. I would like to say that, right? But it plays more into who I am at this juncture in my life of straightforward competition, of the enjoyment that we have of NXT and how they're more straightforward competition, to where we find that more enjoyable. Maybe the main roster has too many different masters to serve, to where it's a little harder to enjoy that. I don't know. Like I said, I would like to say that it doesn't affect anything, but maybe subconsciously, my certain tastes have evolved a certain way to where I don't feel the same about the product. Not that the product has necessarily been bad, but maybe it's just lacking something. Maybe it's just a little too sanitized and overproduced and too glossy.
I think I could see that. So I like the grittierness,
Yeah, maybe I just like a little grit. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see, man. It's like we keep saying it's a great time to be a fan. The next few weeks are definitely going to be just an amazing time. We're gonna have a solid show coming up this Sunday. Wednesday we've got the first episode of NXT on USA. I think we're gonna have a lot of interesting stuff to talk about that as far as that goes. A couple weeks from then, we're gonna have the first AEW on TNT show, which I believe Chris Jericho is defending the AEW title. You're gonna have the first round of the AED Tag Team Title Tournament with Private Party versus the Young Bucks, which is gonna hit hard. And then the
women's tournament.
Say what?
Doing a women's tournament too, aren't they?
They're gonna be a one-on-one match to crown the women's champion. Yep. Nyla Rose versus Rio. And then on the other channel, you gotta know that NXT is gonna come back hard with the counter programming on that same night. So we keep talking about how this may hurt somebody. This isn't gonna hurt anybody because they're gonna bring the best out of each other. We're gonna see some great action. So there's gonna be great action no matter which side you're gonna sit on, whatever side of the fence you're gonna be on. AEW is also preparing for its next pay-per-view, Full Gear. They've already announced Chris Jericho versus Cody Rhodes. And they announced Kenny Omega versus John Moxley. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about, man. There's a lot to talk about in these upcoming weeks, and I'm looking forward to it, man.
It's a great time to be a fan.
Yeah, man. As always. Big Ren, let them know they can reach you on the social medias, player.
Got it, man. All right, y'all can find me on Snapchat at MoffedUp316, MAAFFHHDUP316. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at amoffucka, A_MAAFHUCKA. Fucking run it.
Yes, sir. Hit me on Twitter at Juvie Desayuno, JUVIDESAYUNO. Hit me on the Instagrams at Juvie Desayuno, JUVIDESAYUNO. The Twitter page at The Hard Camera. Check me out on Facebook.com/Juve. And as always, you can catch us on the YouTubington Jones. Search The Hard Camera on YouTube. Man, but yeah, like we said, there's a lot of stuff coming up. Stick around with The Hard Camera, man. We are rounding the corner. We're almost at 50. So we'll be at 50 shows by this time next month, man. So we'll be looking forward to that, man. More milestones, more fire. Until next time, we will see y'all next time.
Adios, amigos.
Salute.